this video, I'm going to show you a couple of the other features that are on BrainPOP here. So we've gone through quiz and make a map. Fairly simple. So getting into a little bit more technical things with BrainPOP. Some of these you will need to request an educator code for. So you can go in and create your educator code. So you can go in and you can assign some of these things to your students. The first one is make a movie. So when you go into make a movie, you'll see this page. You'll see pages and movies that are featured on BrainPOPs that were actually made by students. So I can go in and I can set up my account. When I do that, I have to go in and I have to put in my username, password, and stuff like that. Go in, set up my account, and I have to get my code. Well, to get my code, I can go in and I send my username and email. What it'll do is it'll send it off to our instructional technology leader for the county, and he'll send you a code and you can get set up. So as you go down here, once you get into Make a Movie, I'm not going to go through the ins and outs because they have a great video right here. I mean, it's a minute. It says a minute, but I think it's like a minute, 8 seconds or something like that. Nope, minute 6. That's what it is. And BrainPOP actually walks you through how Movie Maker can be used and how your students can use it in the classroom. So I'm not going to bore you with that. BrainPOP, like I always say in all my videos, BrainPOP knows BrainPOP better than I do. So a really good way to go in and look at that. So that's Movie Maker. So let me back out. If you're interested in doing something like that, really gets that creative, get the creative juices flowing. Then I can go into creative coding. This goes into coding apps. This will be very similar. You'd have to set up an account, request a demo for it. But it goes in, it talks about the world of code and starting from scratch down here. So it's just way to involve coding into your BrainPOP things with yours, even good with STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So you can go through and you can look at some of this code stuff. I don't use it a whole lot with my second graders with coding and coding for all. There are some good videos on coding, but as far as the coding aspects of BrainPOP, you'll need to set you up an account with your administrator and even go in there with the block and text-based coding. So let me back out here. Go back into multiplication. And then we're going to look at related reading. Now, this is really cool because related reading pulls up like little comic strips. It pulls up do it stuff, graphic organizers, things like that. So plus and minus, it gives them a little info here. Did you know? And it gives a little nines trick, some trivia, some do it where you can go in and you actually fill these math problems out and then they give you a cool little comic at the end. So that's just related literature. Then you have worksheets, which is really cool if you want to go in and look for worksheets that go along with it. I want to say one of these is like filling out factors. Yeah, here it is. Filling out factors, listing the numbers. If you don't want to have your kids fill it out on here because they can fill it out, then you can always print down here at the bottom, print you off PDF, and you can give it to your students that way. So let me click back on multiplication and get back to it. Then you can go into your graphic organizers. This will organize out some of the vocabulary, other aspects that went along with the video. Even right here, talking about multiplication products, they're going to need to know what that vocabulary is, and then they can fill them in. One time, one, 2, 3, and they can go in and they can fill out. Oops, I pressed tab one too many times. You can also print that out and have them fill it out by hand if you want to, which is a cool option. You can either do it electronically or hard copy. Once you're done with that, then you can go into the vocabulary. Some of these vocabulary words, if you watch my video on making the map, are a lot of the same vocabulary words that are here. So you can go in and you can choose, hey, type the definition in if you want to, use it in a sentence. So a really cool thing to use for your kids here. You can also add a new term like me. What I would use, I'd use product, mini win, multiplier, multiplican, that kind of things. So those are just some of the tools that go along with your video. And then you, of course, have games that your kids can go in and play. So I hope that helps, and I hope you use it. Thanks.